What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Happy Saturday. Usually I take the weekend off, Saturday, Sunday. I was watching a movie. It's called The Trench on Amazon Prime Video. It's pretty good. I would recommend it. It's about World War I, I believe. But you know, I checked the trading view, checked the crypto. Crypto is really not that great for peace of mind. I'm sure you've noticed. You just check it all the time, you know. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go over our friend Polygon. We're sitting at 225. I want to go over with you guys why I never sell my whole position at take profit levels with our DCA strategy. So we're up 9% on the day. On the weekend, we're sitting at market cap at 15.77 billion, 24-hour volume 2.58 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, join the world's fastest growing crypto app, and you can grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cash back in crypto. Free Spotify, Netflix, Prime. They also have crypto earn. They have lots of other things. I always promote their little Visa card here. $25 just for signing up through my referral. So let's start on the 1 hour time frame. So nice big push here for Matic. We are trending towards overbought, as well as the money flow is heading up towards 70 as well. So not financial advice, but I have taken a little bit of profit. So here's what I want to explain. I'm actually going to jump over to the 4 hour time frame just because it's a little bit easier for me to describe. So you can see here on the 4 hours, well, see how we're creating a higher high, but we're creating a lower high on the money flow. That's a bearish divergence. All right, guys, so we had our dollar cost average entries when we were starting to fall down here, going through our correction. We'll use 200 as an example. 200 was our first buy limit. We hit our second buy limit. 200, we hit our third buy limit. So we had $600 in our trade, equal amounts at each buy limit. And I had talked about yesterday how I sold 50% up here. Now, we never hit our break even. Our break even was 193. We never hit that. We came very, very close, but we didn't hit it, and we've bounced back up to the upside once again. So what I've done is I've sold 50% once again. So I sold 50% up here of the 600. Remember, guys, 200, 200, 200, 600 in my trade. I sold 50% right here. And now I had 300 in my trade. I never hit my break even, and we bounced. So I sold another 50%. Now I have $150 left in the trade. So here's another thing that's really, really cool about this strategy. So if we come down here, this is going to be at buy zone now. I've now turned this one into a buy zone. Hold on, guys. Let me quickly write buy zone. Of course, I will update this in the Discord if you want to join the Discord. You see the support in this area and these previous swing highs. So this is now a buy zone. I'll drop in a little price target. So I have $150 left from my old trade, and my break even is 193. So instead of putting my stop loss right here and locking in those profits, what I'll do is, because I have $150 left, I'll put a $50 buy limit, because at each buy limit I'm putting $200. And what I'm doing by putting that $50 buy limit is that not only do I now have $200 back in my trade, remember, guys, the $150 that is left from the trade, the average price is 193. So when I hit 206 and I re-enter again with $50, it's only going to bring my average price up just slightly, probably to about 195, 196. So I have $200 back in my trade, and my average price is all the way down at 196. So if price comes down to 193 and I enter again with 200, well, my average price is going to be sitting at like 194. Very, very close to the current price, because if I put a stop loss here and I close the rest of that $150, I lock in those profits and I enter with 200 again, and then I enter with 200 at 193, well, my average price is going to be sitting right around $2. But if I enter again with 50, because I still have that $150 left in my trade, my average price is going to be sitting at about 195, 196. And then when it comes down to 193, of course, it may not do that. If I enter with $200 again, well, I now have $400 in my trade with an average price of about 194, instead of having $400 in my trade with the average price of about $2. You see what I'm saying here? So because you left that money in that trade, you left that $150, and at each buy zone you're putting $200, you only re-enter once again with $50. Your average price is way lower than if you were to lock in the rest of your profits from that 150. You put a stop loss, you re-enter with 200, and then it comes down and hits to 193. Well, your average price is sitting about $2 instead of sitting at about 194. So you see what I'm saying here? The beautiful thing about this strategy, and I'm trying to perfect it, so we're always in the trade. There's never going to be any time that you're not in the trade, because that's the biggest thing with traders. A lot of traders, they'll trade trade this breakout, they'll sell here, maybe they re-enter right here, and they sell again up here, and then price continues and they're not in their trade. Sometimes price explodes, sometimes it gets really overbought and just absolutely takes off. So this way, if we see continuation, we still have $150 left in our trade. If we come down to 206, well, now once again we have $200 in our trade. So we always have money in our trade at all times. Where most traders, they trade the breakout, they take profits, and they wait for price to come back down so they can re-enter. But if price continues to pump up, they don't have any money left in the trade. All right, guys, so I know I'm not the best at explaining things, but I try to do my best. So we've had the bullish cross of the EMAs on the 4-hour chart, which is a good sign. I talked about that inverse head and shoulders, guys. Right shoulder, head, left shoulder. I can actually move this up right here. Let's make this a little bit more prominent. Oh, come on, Jax, get it together, bro. All right, that's pissing me off. Let me grab my brush here. Okay, so we have left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we've come up. And remember, I told you guys yesterday, I used to trade breakouts, but a lot of the time you're trending towards overbought as we are now, and you roll over, you hit your stop loss, and you're like, great, you have to wait once again. Because a lot of the time with these breakouts, you're already trending into overbought. You don't want to buy when you're trending into overbought. You want to buy here. You want to buy support right here. Right here, you want to buy support. We bought support right here. And sometimes you'll buy support and you'll go lower, and that's why we dollar cost average into our trades, right? So if we're able to hold this neckline, it's a juicy breakout up to that next take profit zone, just above 260, right up to about 265, which is really close to the previous all-time high for Matic. Polygon is just one of the best projects in the crypto game, in my opinion. And we've been doing incredibly well on this channel trading Polygon. So let's jump over to the daily time frame. So we may start to push up to the top of this channel. Of course, we still have to keep an eye on the possibility of that A, B, C correction. That's still on the table, guys. We are hitting this previous swing high. This is a major level of resistance. So I do think we're going to see a little bit of pullback. But hopefully what we can do is hold the EMAs on the daily and see continuation and break this high. And then we can invalidate that ABC. If we quickly look at Ethereum here, you can see we almost came down to that 3580 that I've been covering for weeks now, going through that ABC correction. But we are coming up to the neckline of our head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, which is a bearish pattern. Inverse head and shoulder, bullish, head and shoulder, bearish. I said I don't think it's going to make it all the way to the technical target. If anything, we'll come down to 3580 and we'll bounce. Now, what can happen is we can hit resistance and then we can roll and still come back down to 3580. It would be a really good sign, in my opinion, if we can get back above the neckline, invalidate this head and shoulders, come up, break 4416, back test it as support, break this high right here, and that would be a strong confirmation that we're going to see continuation, in my opinion, for ETH. And of course, Ethereum and Matic, they move very closely together. That's why I always cover them in my Matic videos. All right, guys, so we'll finish off the video. So if you're looking to dollar cost average, 206, 193, 175, 152, 132, 107, I'm going to take this one out down here at 63. Just because I only like to have 5 buy zones, 5 to 6. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right now I have 6. So that's good enough for me. If you're spot trading equal amounts at each buy zone, bring down your average price halfway each time. If you're leverage trading, double your margin. So do keep an eye on this neckline from our inverse head and shoulders, as well as our previous take profit zone. We'll put bounce zone. Does give an opportunity of support, but as you can see here on the 1 hour time frame, we are trending towards overbought on the 1 hour. And as you can see here, we trended towards overbought. We saw a move back down right here as well. Overbought, move back down. So that does usually signify that you're going to see a little bit of a move back down. And if that does happen, guys, your first buy zone here, let me drop in that price tag again, 206, 193, 175, 152. That's basically it for Matic. Let me pop back over it. Okay, there we go. I knew I placed that little price tag already. And then our take profit zones, 234, 260, 315, and 411. I'll start to move out these price targets in the next video here because the candles are going to start to overlap and it just looks a little bit sloppy here. So if you want access to these charts at all times, as well as over 1,000 members talking all things crypto, it's the price of a coffee. You can join the Discord. And I update our charts here when necessary, when things change. So if you want to reference them, Matic, Sol, Phantom, Gala, VeChain, And I think I'm going to add probably one more metaverse project pretty soon. Price of a coffee, guys, $3.50 USD. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Take care.